Saturday, y'all. It's cold. It's already snowing north of Birmingham, so it could snow down this way. I mean, honestly, it ain't too bad. I mean, it is what it is. We're just chilling here in the backwoods in the creek behind the house. Yeah, I know I only got like an acre, but the properties around me are a little bit bigger lots. So since they're bigger lots around me, it feels like I got more land than what I really do because I'm on an acre, but all neighbors have like 10. They got more land than I do. Yeah, I'm out in the back, baby. I came to set up the trail camera real quick. See if we can catch some deer coming through here. Um, yeah, we got the deer coming through, so I set up the trail camera. I'm trying to have an idea what type of deer move. And now that it got cold again, the deer are going to start coming through. Usually the deer don't come through unless it's cold. When it cools down, that's when the deer come closer to people for some reason. Not sure what that's about, but I ain't seen a deer since a hurricane. The last 2 days I've been seeing deer out, so it looks like we're finally getting back to the deer time of the year. Oh, this tree kind of fell, but it didn't. Let me show y'all this tree real quick. It's right on the property line. Saluti di Roma, los italianos. See this tree right here? It fell, but it didn't fall. Like, it's a giant tree. Look how big it is. It's a giant tree, and it fell, but it didn't really fall. It got caught up on this tree up there, and then see it's caught up there. So this is kind of dangerous because it's a very heavy tree, but it's just sitting here. It's a very, very big, heavy tree. And when it fell, it kind of got caught up on those branches up there. So, but it is outside of the property line. Well, not really. It starts on my property. It kind of like crosses the property line. So I don't know how bad this tree is before it falls. Yeah, we might get some snow for real though. It's already snowing north of Birmingham. It's in the 40s here, but it's gonna drop quickly. Man, it's already fell, but it's still alive. Too funny, Katie. He went out silently. Yeah. I don't know why she thought I was in the house. But anyway, see, it's like barely holding on, but that's all a tree needs. Like, you see, it's like barely holding on, but it's like, that's all it needs. If a little piece of that branch is connected, just a small piece, the whole tree is gonna have life. So that's why, even though it like fell, it still has life up there. The trees are green up there. So it's like a total sideways tree. But anyways, I had to be careful back here because I've been getting a lot of poison ivy. I just got through poison ivy. I don't know what course she used, but it was fairly quick. But she's been studying for a while. The test is supposed to be really hard. But from what I could gather, she pretty much nailed it. This tree's dead right here. Let's knock it over. Watch this tree right here. Watch this. Boom, let's go. Boom. It was dead already. I gotta start doing I bought the little kit to pan for gold, and I still ain't got around to it. Just hanging here on the side of my mountain. My private little I need to put at least a share back here, because when I lay down on the ground, that's what I've been doing. I get poison ivy all over me. Are you gonna make deer stew if you catch one? I'm gonna get one for sure. It's not that hard to get one, especially out here. I mean, if I start getting picky about what type of deer I want, like if I want a big buck or something, but if I'm okay shooting a doe, which you're allowed to here in Alabama. So this is one of my biggest trees right here. It's inside my property. That's one of my biggest trees right there. Goes way the crap up there. But anyways, yeah, yeah, it's gonna get cold as crap. I'll catch a deer eventually. I got till February the 10th, so there's plenty of time. Right now, I just gotta bait them, put some corn out. I haven't even got the license yet, so eventually, I gotta see if they come through, and then if they start coming through, then we could some of my big trees right there. How's your grass? It's growing pretty good, and we just bought another bag. Of course, I'm not going to show you guys the house, but I just bought another bag of that winter grass, and I put it out in the front, and it's growing pretty good. I want to make a trail. See, my house is back there in the woods. I want to make a trail that comes all the way down the mountain to here. That's grass, so that so that the deer, when they're down here, they'll start eating the grass and working their way up to the hill, which is a perfect ambush point up there to shoot down this way to kill them. So we got a pretty good setup here for hunting. It's only an acre land, but it's set up perfectly for hunting. I mean, with the creek out back and everything, it's a perfect setup for hunting. So we'll get one. I mean, I got to February 10th. There's no rush. I still got to get my license. I got to get the baiting license if I want to do that. I got to find out what they're up to, kind of scope them out. So I'm putting up that. I just set up a trail camera back there. That's why I'm over here right now, because I set up the trail camera. Shooting my big trees right there. So yeah, it's gonna snow. It's already snowing north of Birmingham. Mississippi's getting snow. Tennessee, it's snowing in Nashville right now. Like it's actually like consistently snowing. It's not accumulated yet, but it's snowing in Nashville. Nashville's 4 hours north of us, so most of central Tennessee's got snow right now. North Alabama's got some snow. We're in central Alabama, so it's possible that it could snow. It's not guaranteed, but it's definitely possible. Tonight's gonna get into the 20s, but here's what's odd. It's gonna get into the 20s here tonight, but in Naples it's gonna get to be 44. So it's only a 20-degree difference. If you think about it that way, it really ain't that bad. Okay, the way you gotta look at it is, on average, it's 20 degrees less. So if it's 40 here, it's 60 in Naples. If it's 70 in Naples, it's 50 here. And if it's 44 in Naples, it's 25 here, 24, 25 here. So it's about a 20-degree difference, which isn't that much if you think about it. Cool front in South Florida. Yeah, South Florida's going to get cold. It's going to be in the 40s tonight. In Immokalee, Florida tonight, it's going to be 39, 40. So it's only like a 17 or 18-degree difference if you're inland. Now, I was on the coast. If you're a little bit inland, like if you're in Golden Gate Estates or something, it's a 17-degree difference. That's not a whole lot of difference. We look at it at, like, I think people in Florida, it's just, like, we tell ourselves, oh, I won't do the snow, I won't do the cold. Bro, it's in the 40s right now. You put on a sweater and that's it. You know what I mean? So tomorrow, for example, the high temperature will be 65 down there. So here it will be 48. So it's 17-degree difference. So it's not that crazy of a difference. Like, I think people in Florida kind of, like, forget that it really ain't that bad. Like, this is a winter day. This is a straight up winter day. I'm outside right now. You know what I mean? Like, I'm wearing a sweater and everything, but it's not like horrendous. This is a winter day. Like, right now it's in the 40s. This is the daytime high right now in the 40s. You know what I mean? Right now, this is the daytime high right now in the 40s. And it's going to get colder as the day progresses, and it's going to get in the 20s overnight. I'm outside right now. This is not unbearable. You know what I mean? So it's not as bad as people put it out to be. Tonight we'll get into the 20s. Water will freeze. And it's already snowing about an hour north, a little bit over an hour north of us, depending on how fast you drive. The way I drive, it's snowing an hour north of us. So it really ain't all that bad. It really ain't. So it's going to get cold in Florida. There's places in Florida that are going to be in the 20s tonight, baby. Where are you? I'm in my backyard. This is my backyard. Mi casa. This is mi casa right here. My own house, my own property. This is my backwoods right here. This is the back of my property. So just about everything you see is mine. I think the property line's right about there somewhere. So that little chunk is the neighbors. What part of Florida? No, I'm in Alabama right now. Oh, you're new. Welcome on board, Elise Wonderland. I am in Alabama. I just moved here to Alabama from Florida. If you're new, welcome to the channel. Please make sure you subscribe. We just basically we're following our adventure where we lived in Florida, and we recently moved to Alabama. So yeah, welcome on board, Elise. You'll find that we have a really clean group here. We don't do profanity. We're not rude. If if anybody gets disrespectful, we kick them out of the live streams. So we keep a real clean program. We do live streams. Usually I do live streams from like a really cool place, like the downtown of a city or something. But today I'm in my backyard because I got some yard work to do before it gets really cold. I want to do a few things. I don't know if my truck has antifreeze. I brought my truck down from Florida, and it might have water in it instead of antifreeze. So I don't know if I can do that. I might have to take out the water and put an antifreeze in the truck tonight because I've never lived in the cold weather like this. I mean, I used to live in Kentucky when I was a little kid, but I don't remember that too much. Like, I don't really know what it was. I was a kid, so I don't know what it's like to be an adult in the cold weather. I didn't realize, like, somebody called me the other day. My buddy from Chicago called me. He said, "Yo, Jose, you need to turn on your water faucet." I'm like, "What?" He's like, "Yeah, you got to let the sink open because your pipes will freeze." I'm like, "My pipes will freeze?" He's like, "Yeah, I didn't know that." I mean, I lived in Florida for the last 20 years as an adult, so what do I know about pipes freezing? Are you planning on taking down any other trees? Yeah, a lot of trees are coming down. What I want to do here is I want this to all be grass. And I know that sounds crazy. I might try. I want to do something with the property. I might try to sell this land back here if I can get a good amount of money. I'm gonna try to plot it out into two lots and sell the back half. So the land we're on now, I'm gonna try to sell it if I can get a decent amount of money for it. Like if I can get like $20,000 for the back half of this land, I'm gonna try to sell it. But it would have to be directed to one of my neighbors, and I don't know if they want to spend money like that. People here they'll have money, but they won't really show it. So we'll see if my neighbors are really up for it. I want to offer it to the landlord next door and say, "Hey, bro, you want to buy the back half of my land? Give me 20 grand, and you pay for all the surveying and everything." So we'll see if he wants to do it, because I want to get about 20 grand so I can do a few things I want to do to the house. And besides, this back here is pretty much, it's not, I mean, it's nice to deer hunt and all that, but I don't need to be deer hunting. I got more important. I want to redo the house completely and all that. So this chunk of land, I know people out here, they think land is like sacred out here, but it makes no difference to me. It's just a piece of property. You buy it, you sell it. It ain't nothing to me. I know people out here are very specific about their real estate. You know what I mean? I haven't shaved. This is about as hairy as you're ever gonna catch me. I ain't shaving. It's just too cold. I'm not used to it. Besides, I got nowhere important to be in the next. I have nowhere important to be right now. So this is about as hairy as you're gonna catch me out here. Anyways, I gotta talk to the guy next door to see if he wants to buy this back half of the land. But if I don't sell it, I've been horrible. My medicines are helping, but my diet has to be really strict. I'm doing better with sticking to my diet because it's not even optional. Like if I violate my diet, I get so sick that it's not worth doing it. So I think I'm gonna lose about 20 pounds before this is all over. Um, I'm gonna lose a lot of weight, and not in a healthy way. I mean, I'm struggling. Like today, I would normally, if I was feeling good today, I'd hit the road. I'd drive up to Birmingham. We'll go to where I would go to Birmingham right now and just show you guys like where it's snowing right now in North Alabama. The thing is that I feel too sick to get on the road, so it's been hard. But I gotta follow my diet. I think what I do for a living, the junk removal, is so hard on your stomach. You get stomach ulcers. You know, you're lifting heavy stuff. You're throwing heavy stuff. I think that junk removal thing, well, it's a nice source of income. Because I've talked to a lot of other people that do heavy. Like I talked to the guys at the body shop, and they change tires all day, and they all have ulcers in their stomach, and they all have stomach problems. So it seems that the heavy physical work doesn't contribute to, it hurts your stomach. You're lifting stuff, you're stretching all your organs and stuff, and I guess that's part of hard physical labor contributes to damage to your organs and stuff in the long run. And you don't really think about it that way, but it really isn't really, it's not really healthy for you. So with that in mind, I'm gonna have to consider, really think hard about. I mean, I think by January, Katie's gonna get her real estate license, and if she can start selling a few houses throughout the year, that'll get us to the point where I can stop doing the junk thing, and I can just focus on my videos. We might try to sell the house before the 2 years. I just don't like where I'm at as far as, like, I love where, like, the property and everything, but like there's too much just, I don't like the way people are out here. I don't like the way people are out here. And that's really, like, you think about Sun Hospitality as people being friendly and all that, but it's a very hypocritical thing. Like when I moved to Alabama, what I expected was my neighbors to bring me a pie or something. You know what I mean? That's what, in my mind, I envisioned my neighbors bringing me a pie when we moved in. What we really got was our neighbors shooting their guns for 3 weeks straight to try to scare us because we just moved in the neighborhood. Now they don't shoot their guns. So they were all shooting their guns when we first moved in just to intimidate us. Every single day they were shooting, 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 just to intimidate us because we moved into the house. Now that I've been here for a few months, nobody shoots their guns, so they're shooting their guns to scare me. So when they piss me off, I shoot my guns now because I got guns. And when I shoot my guns, say, "Oh man, cool it down a little bit. You know, it's a little bit too rough." I'm like, "Okay, so you can intimidate me, but I can't intimidate you." And I've talked to a lot of people out here, like like real people, like real people out here, and a lot of them have been like, "Yo, Jose, don't these people here, they'll try to intimidate you, but they're not really about nothing." And I'm from Florida, where in Florida we don't intimidate people. In Florida, if you got a hostility with somebody, you better act before they act because they'll catch you slipping. So it's hard for somebody that's just from a hardcore environment, like where I come from in Florida, to have to deal with hypocritical people and people who don't really, if they got a problem, they don't really say it the way it is. They kind of like, I don't deal with that, that politicking and all that crap they do here. I mean, like, it's just a bunch of backwards crap that I'm not used to. I'm from Florida. If somebody has a problem with me, like, they gotta address it real quick. I mean, I don't know what to tell you. And I'm not a violent person at all. I'm really not. I'm the most gentle person you're ever gonna meet. But I'm not gonna be pushed around. You see my teeth? See how the top row's messed up? It's because I used to have to fight a lot as a kid. And one thing that I learned in life is if you let people push you around, then they're going to push you around. But if you're on point about standing up for yourself, then they're definitely not going to mess with you. So I'm not going to let nobody push me around out here. I mean, when I first came out here, somebody, like two cars got near me and they were I guess they were trying to carjack me or intimidate me. And it was at night and I just did my thing, I wasn't going to let them. And then they ran away. And there was like two cars full of people. And it was me by myself and they ran away. They backed off. So like it really is intimidation. And where I'm from, like I don't do intimidation. Like we don't intimidate people where we're from because you might intimidate one guy and he might be nuts. He might be a Haitian that, from Haiti or Jamaica or something. You can't be intimidating people in Florida because they're gonna react bad. They're gonna go over the top on you. So like here, these people will try you really hard and they're not really gonna do anything. They're just trying to intimidate you. But see, that's not a good mix because where I'm from in Florida, you don't intimidate somebody because if somebody sees you as a threat, they're gonna react way over the top right on the spot. I mean, we're dealing with Cubans, Haitians, people from the Caribbean on Florida, so it's been difficult dealing with these people here. Like I feel like I either got to move out of this little area before something bad happens. Not to me, but I think I'm gonna overreact one day because people here they like to intimidate you. Like they don't really, they're very indirect, and I'm from a very direct place, so I don't deal with psychological warfare with people. You know what I mean? Like it's hard. It really is hard. So I don't like this area at all. I don't have a problem with the type of people that are out here. I like country people, and I don't care what you believe in. So if somebody doesn't believe in something I don't believe in, I don't care what they believe in. The problem is the intimidation. It's a constant psychological warfare they're playing on you. Well, in other words, passive aggressive behavior is really the thing. I don't like it here. I might move to Wetumpka. I like Wetumpka a lot. Um, Jose got rained out early. Fortunate to catch the live stream. Welcome on board. I'm sorry. I'm kind of venting some anger here. So y'all welcome. You're from Montgomery, Malvin. Welcome on board, bro. So I like. Look, I'll be honest. Like I should have ended up in Montgomery or Auburn. Like you got the city out here and you got the country. I like the country lifestyle a lot. I love the country lifestyle. Moore County. The sun came out, y'all. Look. Paloma negra, no la caso. So, anyways, it's very difficult. Like I'm Cuban. I'm from South Florida, and where I'm from, people will pop off on you for a heartbeat. Like I seen like on my street where I used to live on growing up. I seen guys like where one dude had a piece and he was going at a dude and the dude came at him with a machete and the guy with the machete won the fight. You know what I mean? So, like I grew up on a different place, man. Where I grew up in Florida is very different than this out here as far as like dealing with people. I remember one dude, he had his little and he thought he was bad and he was a Haitian and this older Cuban guy with a machete took away the guy's guns, and there's a Haitian and four white guys, and that one dude with a machete ran off four guys that had guns. You know what I mean? So That's how it is in Florida. Like in Florida, I don't need guns. Like I got guns now, not because I care about. I don't really care for guns. I got guns now because everybody here has guns, and then they think you're weak because you don't have guns. So I had to get guns just to show them that I got guns too. But I'm not like I don't need a gun. Like I'm from Florida. I got a machete. That's all I need. You know what I mean? Like I've seen growing up a Haitian with three white guys, and this was a bad Haitian. This ain't like this. He got deported eventually. He's in Haiti now. Um, but anyway, I seen a Haitian with three white guys that all had guns get chased off by one Cuban with a machete, and they were shooting at him. He didn't care. He just ran up on them and started. They all ran away. Like I remember one time back in my street in Naples. There was this gang in Naples called Critical. They're from Golden Gate City, and they had problems with people in my neighborhood. And when they came into my neighborhood, they all had whatever. And one Cuban in my neighborhood was drunk out of his mind, picked up a machete and ran off 30 people. He grabbed a machete and he grabbed rocks and he was trying to smash people's heads with rocks. This one savage Cuban ran off an entire gang. This was like the most bad gang. Like Critical was one of the most notorious gangs in Naples back then. And this one Cuban guy with a machete and a rock ran off 20 people. You know what I mean? So it's very difficult for me to be here where people intimidate you, but they're not really about that. It just, I don't do that. Like, it's hard. So I want to move to Wetumpka eventually. I might even, I told myself I was going to wait 2 years, 2 years to move to, sell the house after I don't have to pay taxes. I'm thinking now, I don't really care. I might just take the loss, pay taxes, and buy a house in Wetumpka, which is a lot nicer, more decent people. Because I'm in Millbrook, and I really don't like where I'm at. I'm just tired of dealing with people. I don't like it. Like I feel that one day it's gonna turn really nasty for somebody out here. So I'm thinking I'm gonna talk to a few people today about some real estate stuff, and I could rent this place too. That's the other thing, but I don't want to rent it out because they'll destroy the property eventually, and it's not. I don't want to deal with people. I'm financially enough stable now too, where I could sell the house and I could rent, and I don't have to own real estate. I can rent my house wherever I live, and I can just live for 6 months in Jacksonville, then live 6 months somewhere else. Like I don't want to delay this another 2 years. I think I'm at the point now where, besides, like I really like living somewhere because your social stuff. But now even like our religious services are through Zoom, so I don't have to be somewhere. I could be anywhere. It doesn't really matter. I don't have to be anywhere. Now with COVID, I don't have to be anywhere specific. So what I'm thinking is turn into a snowbird. Yeah, I might turn into a snowbird. Like what I really wanted to do, and I just wasn't financially stable enough when I came from Florida to do it. Was to rent. Like I'll rent in a city for 6 months. Once I burn it out, move to the next city. Very difficult to have bad neighbors. Yeah, and it's not like they're bad, but I just don't like the vibes I get. Like I don't even want to get into it. It's just not even worth getting into it. Jose, you should move back to Florida, but cheaper place down south, Jacksonville maybe. Cheaper to live. I don't know about moving back to Florida. Like if I moved to Florida, it would be Jacksonville, or maybe Jacksonville would probably be the only place in Florida I would move to. I wouldn't want to live in. I wish I could afford living in Miami, but I can't afford to live in Miami. Living in Miami, that's ridiculous. If I move to Miami, I'm gonna be broke in 3 years. You know what I mean? Like that's not what we're trying to do. Miami is a place for you really got to have some big money, especially if you already know. Like I'm already into all that lifestyle of like restaurants and shopping and all that. I ain't gonna get into that. Like besides, like the population density is too high, and I want to live somewhere. But I already understand Alabama. I already understand Central Alabama, so I want to like what I should be doing is like every 6 months moving somewhere else, live in an area for 6 months, explore it really deeply. By the time I get to know that area, hop on to the next area. You know what I mean? North Entertainment Boys, we don't do politics here. So if there's a moderator, delete that comment, please. In fact, let me click on it right now. We don't do politics here, so let me just click on your comment. I'm going to remove your comment. North Entertainment, we don't do politics on the channel, so stay off it. It's a different breed of people in Alabama. You're a Floridian. Jacksonville isn't too expensive. Loads of work there for you. Yeah, I could do it right in Jacksonville. I really could. But I ain't gonna lie to y'all. I said I'm gonna be honest with you guys. I'm not gonna let these people intimidate me into not even being honest. Because what they want to do here is they want to suppress people. They want to suppress your mind. Like, give you guys an example. Let's say you go on a Facebook group here in Alabama and you ask a question. Like, I'm in a deer hunt group, and I ask a question about the type of ammunition or something. You know, it's just a simple, a random question about whatever Alabama, blah blah. When I ask that random question, nobody will answer the question. You'll get people like, who cares what you think, or don't you know how to hunt, or this must be a city boy. Like, nobody will actually. Let's say I go on a deer hunt group in Alabama, right? And I ask, which one of these ammunitions is better for hunting deer. I won't get an answer that's like, I would recommend you use this ammunition. You'll get an answer like, wow, your daddy didn't teach you how to hunt, or this is a city boy, or why don't you go back? You know, like, you'll get some stupid comment like that. Like that. Like, people here, they're like, they don't just, like, not only are they retarded, but then, because let's be honest, people here, like, I didn't want to like buy into stereotypes, but I've been here long enough to tell you there are some people here that ain't got half a brain on them. I don't know if they burned it out doing too much drugs or what. But anyways, the situation is this. Like, let's say I go on Facebook and ask a question, hey, our electrical bill is a little high this month. Is this normal for the electrical bill? You know, any random normal question that you would ask, right? When you ask that question here in a Facebook group, you're not going to get an answer like, oh, usually your electrical bill in the winter will be this much, or we pay 140 during the summer but 300 during the winter. You won't get an answer like that. You'll get an answer like, you must not know, or, you know, like, you can't even like go on a Facebook group here and ask a question and get an answer. Like, everything is like some secret, like, secretive, like, they can't even tell you, like, that nobody will give you a direct answer for anything. Like, you can't even ask a question here because you'll never get a direct answer. Like, everything is like clouded in mystery. The way they talk, the way, like, it's just it's almost like, the way I look at it. I don't know what their intentions are, but after being here for 4 months, the way I look at it is, it's like a mind suppressed. Like, people don't want you to have information out here. Like, they're stupid, and then they want you to be stupid as well. Like, in the city, if I go on like a New York City or Miami or Tampa Facebook group and I ask people, what's your electric bill? 100 people will tell me what their electric bill is. You know what I mean? So you have like people here who try to suppress your understanding and try to suppress your learning. Like, they're so close minded to the outside world or any information at all. Like, you can't just like ask for information and get it. Like, it's like a warfare on information. You know what I mean? Like, people here like suppress information of any sort, of anything, and it creates a society where people are stupid, not because they don't try to learn, but because they're not allowed to try to be better. Like, people here in Alabama, like, the way I look at it after being here for 4 months already, is that like, it's not that people don't try to learn. It's that like, if you try to learn something, you try to pick something up, or you try to do anything with yourself, there's people constantly suppressing you to keep you down. It's almost like, like, in comparison, if they can keep you down, then, like, and I'm talking like on an informational, like, academic level, if they can suppress you, then in comparison they're better. So it's kind of like a society where people kind of try to, like, psychologically, not monetarily. See, back in Florida, the war in Florida is monetary. In Florida, here it's a psychological thing. Okay, here people suppress you psychologically to keep you from gaining more information, from learning more. Back in Florida, however, in the city, the suppression is economical. Okay, you have access to any information you want. Here in Alabama, you're not suppressed economically; you're suppressed psychologically. Where back in Florida, it's economical suppression. Where in Florida, you can't get ahead monetarily. Here, you can't get ahead as far as knowledge and understanding. So it's a different type of oppression of society. But in Florida, you're monetarily, the oppression in Florida is monetary. Somebody won't pay you good. Somebody will make sure that you're enslaved to them and that you're making them money. You know, so it's two totally different ways of getting it. You know what I mean? The economical systems are different. And I would have never like learned this experience in life had I not moved to Alabama. This is something where like a lot of people in the city, and you know what's interesting about people in the city is people in the city are the same way as far as psychological suppression of a few things. For example, when I tell people in the city that they're racist, they don't even want to, like, they won't even, like, people in the city will not talk about racism. So they feel that there's no racism in their cities because they don't talk about it. Like, so like there's things that people from the city, it's like vice versa. Everything's like vice versa. It's like all a trade off. Like people in the city, they think that because they don't talk about their problems as far as discrimination and social status and stuff, they think by not addressing those problems, by not talking about them, like they won't even acknowledge that those problems exist. And it's the same thing with people in the country. Like people in the country have that psychological suppression as far as helping you get ahead with knowledge or getting informed. The people in the city are the same way about their social status. Like you'll never be able to talk to somebody in the city about social status, economical status, how your racial background affects your income, and stuff like that. Those subjects are as taboo to people in the city, where here in the country you can talk to somebody, and if they're a certain way, they'll tell you they're a certain way. That would never happen in the city. Somebody in the city might have those sentiments. So you understand that different cultures, whether, comparing being back in the city in Florida to being out here in the sticks in Alabama, different places have different cultures. And you have the same type of attitudes in both places, but they're portrayed in very different ways. Like here in the country, it's portrayed in a way where people don't let you get ahead as far as information. Like the knowledge in the country, the knowledge is what is powerful. You know what I mean? Like, so they try to guard that information because that's where the power is here in the country. But in the city, it's an economical thing where people won't let you get to the money. They won't let you get ahead monetarily. So I don't know if you guys understand what I'm talking about at all, but I can give you an example. One example would be here in the country, if somebody feels a certain way about somebody, they'll definitely tell you. You know what I mean? Like, they'll definitely tell you, like, I don't like these people. And you don't have to know the person. You can meet a guy for the first time. If he doesn't like a certain type of people, he'll tell you, I don't like these people. That's it. In the city, somebody will not feel comfortable around those people. And let me ask some of those questions. Hello, Jose. I'm watching from Athens, Greece, Europe. All right. So, in the city, somebody will never ever do that. Like somebody in the city will never openly say they're a racist. However, they won't move into a black neighborhood. They won't really do anything with black people. Like they'll be afraid of going to a certain neighborhood in their city, and it's all based on a racial prejudice. So they'll be racially prejudiced. I find people in the city to be actually more racially prejudiced than people in the country. And I know that's hard to wrap your head around, but it's really all the same. Just because people in the country are willing to talk about it and people in the city aren't, doesn't mean that people in the city, like, just because you ignore that subject, doesn't mean that that's not a problem. You know what I mean? Like, I have friends that come here from Florida, and I talk to them, and their concept of what's going on here in Alabama as far as Montgomery and, like the racial civil rights movements and all that, like, their understanding of those things is so different of what it really is. Like, they think a certain way. They like to view the world in a certain light, whereas when you tell them, hey, this is the reality of racial issues in Alabama, like, oh no, that's not how it is. It's like this. It's like they want to believe in this textbook thing they were taught. So definitely country people and city people have two totally different mindsets. But what I like about Alabama is, cordiality. Like people here are cordial. They're very respectful, and I'm just tired of dealing with disrespectful people. Like, I just ran up to Madison, Alabama, just like Naples, Florida. I mean, I gotta upload the video. I just haven't had a chance to upload it. I already edited it, and I gotta get it uploaded. My internet speed out here in the country is really slow, so it's taken me a long time to upload this video. But basically, I have a video there I gotta upload, and it's gonna show you, people like somebody started honking the horn because they were impatient. And when you honk the horn at me, I take my time. That's what I do. If you honk the horn at me in traffic, I put the car in park. I don't care if it's in the middle of a three-way line. If you honk the horn at me and you get disrespectful, I put the car in park. No, I'm not going anywhere. Ask nicely, and then I'll go. That's the way I am. So in that mindset, and under that mindset, I fit in really well with the people here in Alabama, which is I believe that formality, respect, and dignity and stuff like that has to be like an unwritten law of society where you should respect people, where people in the city don't have that. So when I was up in Madison, Alabama, somebody started talking the horn. Next thing you know, people on the sidelines are getting involved and they're cursing people out. And that will not happen here in Montgomery. It will not happen here in Elmore County because people out here are a different way. If somebody were to behave that way here, they would definitely have to address that problem really quick. So I used to have a friend from Colombia. Now I don't know if you've ever met Colombians. Does anybody ever have Colombian friends? Colombians are the most respectful people you're ever gonna meet. Like if you've ever been around Colombians, they're like, "Sí, señor," "por favor," "muchas gracias," "señor," "señora." They're the most respectful people you're ever going to meet. Colombians are verbally, okay, they're verbally the most respectful people you're ever going to meet. You're never going to meet anybody with better manners than a Colombian. So I'm hanging out with my Colombian friend, and I asked him, I said, why are Colombians so respectful? Why are you guys, you guys are very mannered, well mannered, and all that. What makes your people so well mannered? And his reply was, in Colombia, let's say you're walking on a sidewalk in a city, and you look at somebody the wrong way, and you don't say hi to them, they'll pretty much take you out right there on the spot. I was like, what? In Colombia? Like, let's say he's telling me that in his country, in Colombia, let's say you're walking down the sidewalk, right, and somebody says hello to you, and you don't say hello back to them, they will quite literally terminate you right there on the spot because they, the society is so dangerous that formality takes foremost. Like, and the same thing when I went back to Cuba. When I went back to Cuba, I was hanging out in the slums where my family lives in Cuba. And it's just like the ghettos here, no different than the slums in America. Poverty, crime, the whole cycle you have here, you have it in Cuba. It's just the same way. It's the same. A hood is a hood in any country. So I'm hanging out in the hood in Cuba with my family, and this dude comes up. His face is cut. He's got stab wounds all over. He's not wearing a shirt. He's covered in tattoos. This dude is the most hardcore looking dude you're ever gonna like meet. And I go up to this dude and I'm like, yo, I had already known him a few times because my aunt used to sell coffee, and he would buy coffee every day in the morning. He would come to my aunt's house and buy his coffee at my aunt's house because he was a neighbor. But anyways, I noticed he would stand his place in line. He was very like military. Like he would stand his place in line because there was a line to buy coffee. He would spaces, yes sir, no sir, yes ma'am, no ma'am. The dude was very cordial, very formal. And this dude, like, his face was cut. He had stab wounds. You could tell this was the most bad dude in that neighborhood. And I asked him, I said, I've known you for a while, and I've noticed that you're a very respectful person, even though nobody should, like, really even try to mess with you out here. You're clearly, like, the top dog in this neighborhood. He said, well, since I'm the top dog, any one of these little young cats could want to knock me out, and then they'll be the next top dog. So there's people looking to start fights with me so that they can have a chance at getting my position. Also, he says it's dangerous out here where, if you disrespect somebody, you could lose your life over disrespecting somebody in Cuba in the hood. The same thing back in Colombia. So, with that mindset, in a lot of places, formality, respect and all that, it's not really that people are actually wanting to be formal. They're just afraid of other people, so they have to, like in Cuba or in Colombia, places like that. Formality, as far as mannerisms and stuff, it's not that you're by nature you want to be a formal person. It's a society that demands from you that you have to be respectful and cordial. So in that aspect, I like living in Alabama because I do like opening doors for people. I do like yes sir, no ma'am, and respecting people and stuff like that. And that's something that attracted me to living in these areas, is the formality of it all. you know? But the reason that there's formality, that's a very interesting topic. Because in Colombia, people are extremely respectful. But the reason they're respectful is because if you're not, you might lose your life over it. In Cuba, it's the same way. And out here, there's like an honor system, which is the same exact honor system as we have back in Cuba. So like, even though like Alabama is so different from Cuba, they're both on that same honor system, which is the same exact rules. So the good thing that I had is that since I got family in Cuba in the countryside, I know about the honor system. So And it's the same exact honor system here. And by the way, these are unwritten rules. Nobody's going to tell you, you can't do this, you can't do that. For example, like let's say I want to tell you your grass is too tall. If I'm from the city, I'll say, hey, Jose, bro, cut your grass, man, it's tall. So you can't do that here in Alabama to people. It's a very offensive thing. Like, I've noticed it's actually like it's a you're challenging them to a duel basically. And I've had it already where like I said something to somebody, not trying to be rude. You say something to somebody and they get really tense. It's raining, starting to rain, but it's coming down really slowly. Like you can tell, it's like eventually it might snow. Let's read this comment here from Luis Brown. He says, "Keep safe, cover your body and your face. Don't forget that your water running a little. Yup, I'll do that. I will not ever kill a deer. I understand that. I'm never gonna kill a deer unless I'm gonna eat it. Road kills is the way to go if you want to get it clean. All right, I'll keep that in mind. I left snow behind years ago. Don't regret it. Yeah, but here in Alabama, it's not like it's not like living in upstate New York." James says it's unseasonably warm in New York. I've noticed that. You know, the day I went to hunt and fish in Michigan. I don't know if the ladies do that stuff. James, you know, it's interesting that you mentioned that. When I went to Angie Lucky, I can't wait to leave the snow behind too. Yeah. So check this out. When I went to Kentucky a few weeks ago, Kentucky's about 6 hours north of here. It was actually colder in Alabama. It was 37 here, and it was 45 up there. It was actually when I went to Kentucky, it was actually colder in Alabama. We had a cold snap like a little bit ago when I went to Kentucky, and it was actually colder in Alabama than it was in Kentucky. Like instead of driving south to get out of this cold snap, I went north to get out of the cold snap. That's kind of odd. And now I've noticed a few times that the temperature's been cooler in Alabama than Jersey, upstate New York even. So it's been kind of weird, yeah. We have a Cabela's here. Oh, yeah, for your hunting, camping, fishing gear, yeah. There's a Cabela's. I seen one here in Alabama somewhere. I can't remember where. I think in Madison or Huntsville's got one. We have a Bass Pro Shop like 10 minutes away from here. Almost heading out towards Montgomery. The beaches are nice this time of year. The heat isn't too bad. It's going to get cold. We had a tornado warning in this morning, though. Ooh, wow. I like the place in Bass Pro Shop, too. Yeah, I like Bass Pro Shop, man. Every time I go there, I spend like $120. I can't walk into that store and not spend $120 at least. Last time I went in there, I spent like $350 on a gun, which I'm like, did I really need to spend $350 on a gun? Probably not. I know, Angie. I'm a flip-flop and son. You know, I did Florida for a while, but I will tell you this. The temperature difference between Naples and Alabama is 20 degrees. So, for example, tonight it's going to be 44 in Naples. It's going to be 24 here. It's a 20-degree difference, okay? And if you go a little, if you're out in the now that's because I was right on the beach. If you go a little further inland, like Lehigh or going to the United States, it's only a 17-degree difference, okay? What you need to know about Naples is that and I know this sounds crazy, every mile is 1 degree. So if you're 9 miles inland, it'll be 69. It'll be 69 on the beach. It will be 60 out in the States or out in, like 9 miles inland. So every mile when there's a cold snap in South Florida, every mile is a degree. So I was 2 miles from the beach. So, however, because you're so close to the water, I think that the cold in Florida is brutal. If somebody's watching and they can tell me what's the temperature right now in Millbrook, Alabama, I'd appreciate it. I know it's in the 40s. I think it's like 43, 44. And as the day progresses, it's going to get a 1 degree by hour, or like more than a degree by hour. So it's going to get really cold tonight. But I've been out here an hour. And I'm all right. Actually, it's not cold at all. Katie, if you're watching or somebody watching, could please tell me what is the current. I can't look at it because I'm on a live stream. But if somebody could tell me what the current temperature is in Millbrook, Alabama. Jose, I would never move to Naples. It's too expensive. It is very expensive in Naples. So I knew when I left Naples that I would never be able to afford living there again until I retired. And who knows how many years away that is. I thought Alabama would be nice for people in Florida. I thought so too. That's what really creeped me out, man. Like I really thought that the people, and there are better people. Okay, I think there are better people here. overall, there are better people here. Like, I think maybe like 60% of people here are like really decent. The problem is that you have a minority that is quite the handful in Alabama. Oh, like Wetumpka. It's the next town over. I would love. I've worked in Wetumpka already. Everybody that I've worked for in Wetumpka, I've liked. Like, it's in the same county that I'm in, but it's here. You have a real stark contrast. You got the city and you got the woods. I think I would have been better off in a city, in a country setting, but city. Like, I don't even know how to explain it, but yeah, like all I gotta do is there are places in Alabama that I would love to live in. Auburn, Wetumpka. I actually like the Birmingham area a lot. Like, there are good area, there are good people. And by the way, like, there's an area called Slap Out here. Everybody that I've worked in Slap Out, Deatsville, are amazing people. Like, I really like the people that I've worked for here. Like, the problem isn't the people I work for; it's the people in my neighborhood that I don't work for. You get what I'm saying? Like, like here, the upper class here, upper to middle class, is very much more decent than in Florida. But I don't live in the upper class. I live in the most affordable. I live in a very affordable area, so I'm at the bottom of the barrel. But like the middle class and upper class here are much more decent people in Alabama. And they're definitely not as dangerous as people in Florida. People in Florida are downright dangerous. Um, I like working for people here in Alabama. Like, back in Florida, when I worked for somebody, I felt like, look at that wind kicking through. Let me make sure there's no loose branches over me. Let me get away from underneath the tree with this wind. I don't want to have a branch fall on me. But anyways, like, I actually enjoy working for people more in Alabama than I do in Florida, because I feel that, like, here you actually want to work for people. Like, you feel like the people are like, it makes you, it's satisfactory to work for people. It really is. Like, it's enjoyable to work for people. I work for people here and I love it. Like, you actually want to give them your work. You know what I mean? I've worked for 3 people here that I haven't liked working for them. Guys, it's starting to rain, so we might have to end this live stream. Let me start walking up the hill to get back to my house. I don't want to get rained on in the cold. That's a bad idea. But this rain, if it starts to rain in those rain bands, there could be some snow mixed in. So, starting to rain now, so we're going to go back into the house. And if it rains, that's definitely a possibility we can get some snow today up here. It's not likely, but it's definitely possible. Especially if the rain bands make it. If the rain bands make it and they stick around late enough into the evening, we'll get snow. Well, anyways, I've worked for 3 people in Alabama who I haven't liked working for, and all 3 of them were from other places. I've yet to run into one person from Alabama who I haven't liked working for. And that's an important thing, you know, when you work for somebody, when you give somebody your sweat and your sacrifice, you want to make sure, like in Florida, I never liked working for people in Florida. I feel like I was being exploited the whole time. Like, the whole time I was working for people in Florida, I felt like I was being exploited by them, you know? Where here, when somebody calls me and I work for them, you're actually happy that you're able to work for them, you know what I mean? It's starting to rain. Oh, I can't believe I lost my breath doing that. I don't know if the air's thinner or something when it gets cold, but I don't usually get out of breath that easily. Well, do you run out of breath easier when it's cold? That's a good question. I feel exhausted and I barely walked up the hill. But anyways, I might be able to live stream from my house. Let me see if I can do that. As the trees have been thinning out, it's been a whole lot easier to get signal on my property. But yeah, the 3 people that I've worked for that I haven't liked were all from other places. 2 were from Florida. 1 was from, I think, Arizona or something. And then there was a guy from Kentucky. There's the rain. I gotta get over here. There's the rain. It's raining. There's the rain. Let's get out of the rain. Oh, it's cold, cold, cold and raining. Whew. See, back over there, you're kind of like in the valley. You're kind of between, that's a hollow, I think is what it's called. You're kind of between, it's cold here. Ooh, yeah, it's cold here. it wasn't cold back in there because I was kind of, there's rain. I wonder if I can get signal inside the house. Let me see if I can get signal inside the house. It might have thinned out enough to where I can live stream from inside the house. Let's see if we can do it. Let's see if we can live stream from inside the house. Oh, she's got the heater on. Very nice. Okay, we're inside the house. Hopefully I can get signal in here. This will be a much... Oh, we got signal. Baby! Yeah. Guess what? I'm doing a live stream from inside the house. Is that cool? Okay. So in the summer, there was a lot more trees here. Oh, my hands are freezing. Oh, what is the temperature right now? Let me just find out since you guys didn't want to tell me. I'm gonna leave the phone right where it's at. Oh, my hands! I can't even like. Oh, it's cold out there, and it's actually colder by the house because where we were at was kind of like at the bottom of the valley, so the wind kind of blows over you. But now that I came to my house, which is on top of the hill, whoo, canela city. Oh, beard. I just think it's kind of like very informal. I would never, but I would love to see how I look with a beard. I think I would look pretty nice with a beard, but I wouldn't do it. My hands are freezing. Is heater on?
I can turn it on if it's not.
Don't turn it on. My hands are freezing, by the way. Let me look at the weather, see what the weather's doing. I am freezing, baby. Like.
Do you want me to make you some hot chocolate or something?
Yeah, but it has to be like
tea or spice.
Maybe hot chocolate, but like whatever I use, like half the cup because with my stomach I can't really do a lot.
Oh my! I can make you tea and you can have a whole cup.
Tea?
Yeah.
Yeah, make me a hot tea. Make me a hot tea. I can feel it in my chest. I feel like I'm gonna get a cold or something. I don't feel good. Ooh, that was bad. I'm not used to this cold weather. Yeah, we have city water and we're up on a hill, so... Oh my gosh, look, it's snowing all the way to Birmingham.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, you said
we're gonna get snow. We're gonna get snow. Look.
I'm so excited.
We might get snow, look. Okay, so... Look at this. There's Birmingham right there. It's snowing just to the north of Birmingham. There's Birmingham. Oh, there's snow in Birmingham. Look, there's a little bit of snow in Birmingham. So it's snowing an hour north of us. Actually, it's snowing south of Birmingham already. It's snowing in Hoover. Two counties over. It's snowing right there. Look. It's snowing by Montevello.
Yeah.
It's snowing in Montevello. And we got a rain band right over us. So it really... Oh, well, 2 counties over. See this little rain band? That's where we're at. We're in Millbrook. So 2 counties over, it's snowing. It's already snowing south of Birmingham. What? That's crazy. But anything like north of Birmingham, it's already nothing but straight snow. Like Florence is all snow. Basically, the whole north half, Guntersville is getting snow on and off between water. Huntsville and Madison are in the snow right now.
Yeah.
And let's watch that Nashville live cam. Ooh, look at Nashville. Ooh, yeah. We might get snow today.
Do you need lunch?
No, not yet. I'll tell you in a little bit. Oh my gosh, it's almost 3 in the afternoon. It feels like it's like noon to me.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we're really getting close to the snow. We're like just between Montgomery and Birmingham. So we're right on the edge of the snow now. Yeah, it's snowing in Gadsden. And Oneonta's getting snow.
Cool.
I wish I could switch to
What's that?
Hey, baby, can you give me the stabilizer? My hand feels like it's gonna fall off.
Yeah.
Jose, have you seen snow before? Oh yeah, I used to live in Louisville, Kentucky. I grew up in Louisville, Kentucky. I lived for I think 4 or 5 years in Louisville. So yeah, I've seen snow before.
I've definitely seen snow.
She's from Michigan. I gotta take this off. So you guys bear with me. I want to take my phone out of the case. Just bear with me for 1 second here. I can't believe we got sync. No, I'm on silent mode. Okay. So you guys bear with me for a moment here. I got to get this phone on the stabilizer. My hand feels like it's going to fall on. Okay. Okay, so you guys are watching my computer screen. Now, normally, this is kind of backwards here. All right, guys, so you guys are watching my computer screen. That's kind of an odd way of doing this, but I don't know why. I don't want to overload my internet because I'm uploading a video. Here's the video that I'm working on now. It's just it's only at 7%. My internet's really slow, but this video you guys are gonna like. It's a real estate video. I can't believe I'm still amazed that I have signal inside the house. That's incredible.
I looked at that without glasses and said, "Oh, why is there a lake in the middle of Alabama?"
Live cam,
Yeah.
Nashville. Let's see what the live cams look like out there. My neighbor set up a 20-foot tall Mickey Mouse and a ton of lights. It's awesome. So let's look at Nashville real quick. We got 43 people on, so I'm really glad you guys are with us. So you'll see it's snowing in Nashville. Let's see here.
While you're up, you can do a real estate live stream.
I could, man. I can't believe and the internet's going to be really slow because I'm uploading. But there it is. It's snowing. I don't know how well you guys can see this. You'll see the flakes coming on and off. But yeah, you can see it's snowing in Nashville right now. They're getting some snow. Actually, it's a lot of people in Nashville. There was nobody out earlier.
Yeah.
But this is weird because I'm sure how good is the signal, by the way? Can you guys see me good?
Yeah.
How good is the signal? If you guys are watching, how good's the signal? That's Nashville right there. You can see it's snowing. It's not accumulating, but there is snow falling, little flurries here and there.
I've had it on day. 2 people have messaged me today.
Yep. By the way, if you're not subscribed, please subscribe. My ex-girlfriend will make Kraft mac and cheese and mix a can of tuna in it. Ew, it's called so good. That sounds nasty. So this is Nashville, Tennessee. They're getting a little bit of snow over there. This is a live stream on a live stream, so I'm sure the signal quality is pretty crappy if you're watching this. But there it is. That is Nashville, Tennessee.
Which we'll be going back to soon.
We'll be going back to soon. Yep, they're getting snow right there. I wonder where else they have camera. Let's see what Florida looks like today. They got Florida on here. Florida. Here's Florida. They got Hollywood. There's one in Naples. You can watch this. By the way, there is if you're feeling homesick or something, they do have live stream cameras for everywhere. Let's find Naples. I know they have Naples, 98. Fort Myers Pier. Look at the Fort Myers Pier. Where's Naples? Naples. Let's find one from Naples here. Let's find one. A bird feeder in Orlando, Deerfield, St. Lucie, downtown Fort Lauderdale. Where's Naples? Alligator Farm. That's cool. This is a favorite one right here. Deerfield Beach underwater. That's a cool one. Blue Springs State Park. Goats in Brooksville. Well, they have a video of goats in Brooksville. You can watch goats in Brooksville. Isn't that something?
Oh my gosh.
Naples. There's Naples right there.
Yeah.
All right, let's see what's going on in Naples, guys. Naples Beach in Florida. November 30th. You can see my shadow. What's up, y'all? What's happening? Make sure you hit the like button if you haven't hit it yet.
I'm here to say
Katie's there. All right, look at Naples. Ooh, it's windy in Naples. What?
What?
Yeah, they got some wind back there.
There's a
Also,
surfer
look at
out there,
the
too.
new St. Petersburg Pier. I was just there Saturday. Yeah, I saw what they were building in new St. Petersburg. It's a very bad quality. I guess the camera's foggy because the camera's foggy. What about the Naples Pier one? That's really foggy. Somebody wants me to look at the St. Petersburg one. Let me see if I can find it. I just seen it. You can watch goats in Brooksville. There's some weird people out there. Like when there's enough people.
Alligator Farm.
Yeah. St. Petersburg. Here's one for St. Pete. I know there's weird people out there. Ramen noodles kills my stomach. Haha, it's not. Yo, I can see my own shadow. What's up, y'all? You can see my baby blue iPhone.
There's me.
Here's St. Petersburg. Kind of quiet. It looks kind of cloudy. It's from way up top. Let me show you guys one place that I want to visit here soon. Albertville. Let's go on maps. I'm not worried. Hey, we're up to 7,500 subscribers. Isn't that something? You guys want to see something cool?
7,000.
17,000. You guys want to see something cool? I'll show you guys something real cool. Hold on, y'all. No YouTuber will ever do this. No YouTuber will ever show you this. Why is it so slow? Because I'm uploading. It's taking forever. It's taking forever. It's taking forever. No YouTuber will ever do this. If you saw it, you saw it. If you didn't, you didn't. So I'm uploading a video now. So I got some real estate out there, y'all. It really ain't that bad. I mean, you just wear a sweater and... Oh, what is the current temperature? I forget. That's why I went to the weather center to begin with.
40s?
That's why I went there in the first place.
It's like 42.
I'm having a hard time closing between Florida, Georgia, and Alabama. Shum, I would definitely travel before you move.
Go to Alabama first.
I would... Nah, it depends. Florida, it depends what you like, man. Every place is different. It's 45 in Millbrook. Right, so it's 45 now here in Millbrook.
Lumpy?
It's going to get down to 28 tonight.
I'll get you a big napkin.
I probably shouldn't have been out there in the cold. I feel like I'm getting a cold. It feels like 38, though. Yeah. Katie made me a nice warm. I like big beaches, and I cannot lie. I like big beaches, and I cannot lie. She made me some tea for my cold
I
day.
used to have one about flip-flops, but someone decided to break it one day.
I'm going to show them the hourly. Where's the hourly thing where you can see every hour of the day what it's going to be like? Where's the hourly one?
It.
That's the hourly?
Hourly forecast.
There it is. Let's see the hourly. Alabama does not have a lottery either. I don't play the lottery. I don't care. So, right now it's in the 40s, and it's windy, and it will eventually go down to the 20s tonight. Tomorrow morning will be in the 20s. Now, anywhere after 10 p.m., it can snow. It can snow from 10 p.m.
8 p.m.
8 p.m.?
Yeah.
Water freezes at 32, Katie.
No, you can get snow at 35.
What temperature? Let's ask the internet. What temperature before it snows? How cold to snow? Let's see how cold it has to be to snow. Hold code. How, not hold. Uploading. My internet's really slow because I'm uploading a video. Is it too cold to snow in Antarctica? Will snow snick? What? How cold? Not hold cold. How? How cold to snow? Snow forms in the atmosphere temperatures at 32 degrees, but it's probably colder up here than down here. So
yeah. So
can it snow at 25? Can it snow at 50 degrees?
Yeah.
It is possible to see snow falling up to perhaps a temperature of 50, but the temperature will quickly cool down and it goes, okay. So I guess it can snow even though, let's go to real term. I guess it can snow. Yes, I was looking at real estate in Kentucky. Calm down.
Always look at different places.
Calm down, people.
I was looking in Arizona the other day. I look everywhere.
We're down to 31 people. Let me just show them my face, I guess. Katie, say hi.
Hey! Where'd you get that coffee maker?
That was in the scrap pile. I shot it with a gun.
Why am I not surprised at this?
Okay, when you see a coffee maker standing in the middle of the yard, why do you think it's out there?
For you to shoot at?
Yeah. She thinks she found a new coffee maker. I'm like, no, that coffee maker has seen better days.
I'm not saying new.
Yeah, that coffee maker has seen better. Look, what a mess, Katie. That is embarrassing. Look at the mess you got going on over there. I'll clean the house, woman. Look at that mess. I thought you were going to hit me.
Why would I hit you?
You hit me all the time.
No, I don't.
Yeah, you do. Go clean the house, women. Shoot the 12 per shooter. Okay, can you grab me the 12, baby? They want to see me shoot the 12. Come on, grab it for me. Go on, women. I am. They want to see me shoot the 12. They pay our viewers and stuff.
If you want him to shoot, you better, do a...
No, they pay for that. They pay for that. They want to see me shoot the 12. I got to do it. It's not optional. You're fired, Kate, if you don't give me that 12 gauge. Bring me the 12 with a duck round. Go on, women. She's not in a rush to get. Okay, Katie's not getting it. So, no 12 today. Let me see if I can find a nice house here in Albertville, Alabama. I was looking at Arkansas.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was looking at Arkansas.
And I like it.
Arkansas is affordable. I wonder if they're more backwards. I can't possibly be more backwards than where we live, could it?
Probably not.
Probably not. It could be more backwards. I don't know how that's even possible, but it could be.
Mm-hmm.
You think Arkansas? Does anybody know if Arkansas is more backwards than Alabama?
The only thing I know about Arkansas is there's a family with like 19 kids there.
Yeah, I don't know if it's possible. Is Arkansas more backwards than Alabama? I guess somebody said. Oh my gosh, really? How is that even possible? Let's look up Arkansas videos on YouTube. See what we can find. I gotta turn the music video, the volume down, because the copyright thing. Arkansas, are your rivers still flowing? 19 kids, Arkansas. They must be getting a lot of food stamps, man. Why don't they just spell it Arkansas? Like, who really spells it Arkansas? Who really spells it Arkansas? Does anybody do that? It's Arkansas. And I spelled it wrong. Arkansas. Because I'm trying to pronounce it Arkansas. Why do they even spell it Arkansas if it's Arkansas? Here's a video about Arkansas. Arkansas. I got to turn the volume down. Are your rivers still flowing? Here's what?
Do you want chicken sandwiches tonight?
Do I want chicken sandwiches? I don't know what I want tonight. Let me just.
Okay.
I don't know what I want. Is this tea cool enough to sip on yet?
Yeah.
I like big beaches and I cannot lie. What type of tea is that?
Chamomile. It's good for your stomach.
Yeah, here's a video from Arkansas. I heard some places called Texarkana. Yeah, I've heard. Here's a music video from Arkansas. Let's see what they got going on. It can't possibly be more backwards than Alabama, could it? It might be.
Might.
Here's a music video from Arkansas. Let's see what we got here. It is very slow signal. It's called Arkansas. Ooh, look at that cat. Oh, man, got 20, 30s on that thing. I don't know. Arkansas more backwards than Alabama. It's possible. It's definitely possible that it's more backwards. I don't know. It could be. Missouri is pretty slow. Well, this is a very welcoming community. Let's see here. Okay. That's what I can find when you write Arkansas on the internet. Looks very hood. I figured it would be very country, but maybe I'm wrong. Looks more hood than country. Let's see. This place is called Blytheville. Let's see if there's any real estate there. That's good. Looks like an outstanding group of gentlemen. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, guys. Hopefully we can get back on. Okay, we're back on. And by the way, this is the first time we've been able to get signal inside the house. So sorry I lost you guys there for a moment. Let's see what the real estate in that town looks like. I think it was called Blytheville. Very. Dang it. We had it so good for so long. This sucks, man. We had it up for so long. Just tell him don't text me. I'm live.
Okay.
Tell him I'm live. Tell him don't text me. I'm live. How am I spell? Oh, there it is. Arkansas. He's texting me. That's why we're losing signal.
Yeah.
It's a 334 number that we texted or called. We called it. Just text him and let him know I'm live because we're gonna. Oh wow, it's very affordable. Why am I looking at California? Oh my gosh! You know those cheap places in California? There's a look at this house in California. For $70,000 in California. $70,000 house in California. I wonder where this place is. It must be horrible if it's that cheap. No way, dude. I mean, it caught fire, but still. It's still in California. Oh, it actually looks reasonable. $135 for 10 acres. Look at this in California. All you ever hear is how California's expensive. Here's a house built in 2009 for actually it's about as affordable as California. I wonder why it's so affordable in this little part of California. Cali sucks, yeah, but it's known to be expensive, and this is actually pretty reasonable.
I think this is it.
I'm gonna look up this area.
Yep, that's it.
I can't believe how cheap this is for being California. You know, usually when you hear California, you think really expensive. You know, are my eyes getting greener? I think my eyes are getting greener. That's actually pretty cheap for being in California. Usually when you think California, you're thinking like, whoa, expensive and
Stay
stuff.
on live, please don't text.
Yeah, tell him I'm live. Yeah, don't say yeah.
I already did.
All right. So let's see here. I can't believe how affordable this is for being in California. Like I always thought California, the whole state was expensive, but let's see what region of the state this
Northern
is in.
California is supposed to be inexpensive.
Inexpensive?
Yeah.
So why don't they just go and stay in their own state with all their
Because
crap?
they don't like the regulations. That's what it is.
What regulations?
Like you can't have more than 3 people at your house for a meal and have to sit outside.
Yeah, we'll find out what makes it bad. I'm looking at this place in California. I thought California, I guess it's in the middle of a desert. Yeah, it's by the Salton Sea, so I'm going to guess it's, actually this is in the desert by LA. It's north of, it's by Yuma and Mexicali, so it's actually not that far from Los Angeles. It's by Joshua Tree National Park.
Ooh, how much?
Texas, it's by Joshua Creek State Park. So this is like really affordable. It's like 100. I'll tell you how much it was. It looks livable for 143. I mean, it looks kind of ghetto. It looks like a mobile
Look at
home.
what the taxes are on it, though.
Oh, the property taxes? Let's find out.
Yeah.
Like property history or property.
Property is
$1,000 a year. It's not crazy.
not bad.
That's not bad. Yeah.
Angie G says Palo Alto is real cheap.
Yeah, Palo Alto. This is called Palo Verde. No doubt about it. It is cheap, and it is in California. It's between California, right on the California border.
Those areas nobody wants to be in.
Why not? What's wrong about that area? It's on the California-Arizona border. Is it bad there? Is it hot? Is it the weather? What makes it unattractive? By the way, my internet signal is so slow right now. It's crazy. Always wanted to go to San Francisco, not anymore. No, you don't want to be in San Francisco right now. Trash. It's in the desert. There's no work.
Yeah.
But like, let's say like me, I do a YouTube channel. Like if I can live off YouTube or something. Let's see here, Palo Verde. Wow, I can't believe how slow the internet is. It's because I'm gonna stop uploading this video. It's only 14%. We're gonna have to wait till the evening. Are you sure you want to cancel? Yep. I'm gonna have to try to upload this in the evening. I can't have my internet. I canceled. I was uploading a video for you guys, but it slows down the internet really bad, so I stopped uploading it, so I can get a little bit faster internet, so I could do this live stream probably a little bit better if it's hooked on Wi-Fi, and also because my internet's so slow. So it takes all day to upload a video. Okay, now it's faster. We can actually look at it. So Riverside, Blythe, California. Let's see here. It's got a bunch of mobile homes out in the desert. That's fun. Who wants to live in a mobile home in the desert? I know I wouldn't. There's a street view here. Let's see. Yeah, it's definitely the desert. So I guess it's cold at night, hot in the day. Yep, San Francisco's in bad shape. I wouldn't want to live in a big city either way. I like it out here in the woods. And by the way, if you're watching the whole live stream, I'm not really like upset at where I live. I'm just being honest about what it's really like to live out here. My personal experience, somebody else's experience could be totally different. I do like the county that I'm in, Elmore, a lot. I just want to be in Wetumpka or I guess I like Wetumpka more. And it's like Wetumpka's not that far. Like the thing is, like we wanted a small town in Alabama, and we ended up in a suburb, so it's kind of not what we wanted. But we got a deal on the house that was so good that, like the deal on this house was so good that we just had to take it. So, yeah. So yeah, there are affordable places. Just what's outrageous is, I got a Cuban guy that lives right there. You know the guy that does pigeon racing?
Yeah.
He lives right in there. They fly their pigeons right through there. In fact, there's on Highway 10, there's a really long power line, and they lose their pigeons. I have a friend that lives in this area. I just never asked him about it, but I do have a friend that lives out there in this area. He races pigeons, and he was telling me that the pigeons, they come through the California Arizona border there, and there's a bunch of big wires, and the birds are always hitting wires there. They lose a lot of birds to that. But it's near the Salton Sea, so I'm gonna guess it's a very undesirable place to live. Doesn't seem very fun. But you're not too far from Los Angeles. You're what, 100? Actually, yeah, you're about 200 miles from Los Angeles. That's still a long drive. Palm Springs is where I think where he lives is in Palm Springs, something like that. All right, y'all. So let's look at this Arkansas town. And by the way, this town doesn't look in the least bit appealing. When we saw the Arkansas music video, doesn't look in the least bit appealing to me. But let's just see what the prices are there. It doesn't look appealing to me. Internet's a little bit slow today. But I'm able to live stream from inside the house. That makes no sense. That is odd. I'm able to live stream from inside the house. Oh, it's cheap. You can buy a house in that town for $10,000. Let me show you guys.
What is it called?
Blytheville, Arkansas. Check it out. They have a house for $10,000. It must be really bad.
How do you spell it? B-L-Y?
And then Theville. Blytheville.
Okay, found it.
You can get a house for $10,000. Oh man, but the town looks hood. Like that video that we're looking
Oh
at.
my gosh.
Isn't that crazy? $10,000 for a house.
I have a filter where it won't let me look under
You got your
100,000 right
oh,
now.
you got your Karen filter on.
Yeah.
It looks like you can get a house here for like quite literally nothing. I wouldn't want to live in this place though. It looks bad. Yeah, look at this one for 20,000. Woohoo! Oh my gosh, it's got like metal bars on the windows, and it's got like a blue trim. You can tell that's up in the hood.
You can get a brand new house for 160.
Yeah, that's what it costs to build a new house anywhere.
Wow.
This house looks so ghetto. It's got like metal bars on all the windows, not just like some, all.
I just saved one I really like
Where?
in that Blythe.
No, I'm never gonna move there. You can tell it's ghetto. Those bars are kept the people in, not out. Yeah, you can buy a new house for 160, but that's what a new house costs anywhere.
Yeah.
160.
Here for that.
Yeah, that's what it costs to get a new house anywhere, unless the land's worth more or there's restrictions. Yeah, this town is really, really affordable, but I wouldn't want to live there. Not a chance in the world. And here's one for 11,000. You know a neighborhood's bad when a house. Oh my god, they were asking 16,000 and they dropped it to 12,000. It's like a used car, man. You know the neighborhood, and it's actually livable. What, baby? A house for $12,000 and it actually looks livable. That lets you know how bad this area is. When you can buy a livable house for $12,000.
I'm looking at a mansion for 200,000.
You're bringing bad memories for me. I wouldn't want to live in Arkansas. Not. I mean, I would. If I would live in Arkansas, I would like to live like like up on a mountain or something. Oh my gosh! I gotta see where this house is at. Are you kidding me? Can you imagine how bad it's gotta be when a livable house is $12,000? It's on it's on. Yeah, it's the hood. It's on 21st Street. Let's see what the neighborhood looks like. It's gotta be bad. Really bad. When a livable house. Yeah, it's a totally livable house. Like, even in Montgomery, this house would be like $40,000. Yeah, it's bad. By the way, if you're not subscribed, please subscribe. What? Yo, this neighborhood's gotta be bad. Jose, look at houses in Anniston, Alabama. Those houses for sale, 10,000. Yeah, I haven't been to Anniston. You want to go to S too late? It's 3 in the afternoon. I was about to say, do you want to go
tomorrow?
Want to go tomorrow?
Yeah.
To Anniston, Alabama? Now, Anniston, I'll show you where Anniston's at. Right there. It's not too far. I heard Talladega is supposed to be really trashy. Some people call it Trashadega. I've heard people call it Trashadega.
We got some really nice houses.
We got to get up there tomorrow. Today is not going to happen. It's already 3 in the afternoon.
But I can make preparations.
Well, we could. We could. What's it take to drive out there? It's 3 in the afternoon. If we left right.
After dark
Let's see how far it is.
is the thing.
Let's see how long it would take. Oh, it's a 2 hour drive. Yeah, yeah. We should go up there though, Aniston.
We
Um,
could go tomorrow.
we can go tomorrow for sure. Yeah, Aniston. Yeah, this town is really cheap, but I figured when it's so cheap, there's got to be a reason why it's cheap. I'm gonna guess it's because it's trashy, but Aniston is really cheap. Um,
But we didn't want to see Inston, Talladega, Rainbow City.
yeah, like here's a house for 12,000. It's totally garbage though. Same exact price. Go figure. Okay, in Aniston, a house for 12,000 is totally unlivable. It does have an acre. I wonder if the houses that we were looking at in Aniston like a long time ago, I wonder if they're still like available, like if they haven't really sold or anything. Hmm. You can get a nice little house for 60,000. 3 bedroom, 1 bath for 62. I hear the crime rate there is ridiculous, but here's the one for 200,000. So there must be like better neighborhoods. Here's one for 16,000. Not bad at all. The prices are cheap, that's for sure. Aniston has a large military base that closed down. The city became a desert. Deciding between Prattville, Wetumpka, Millbrook, leaving the city, but Prattville does sound promising. Yeah, if you want the city life, Prattville is nice. I would not recommend Millbrook if you're coming from out of the area. Um, I think Prattville or Wetumpka. If you want a small town, Wetumpka, and if you want to have shopping and stuff, do Prattville. You'll do okay in Prattville. I would, that's what I'm saying. Like I'm in Millbrook. I'll show you guys where I'm at. I'm in Millbrook. Like, okay, I'm in this area of Millbrook. Okay, right next to us is Prattville. Prattville's nice. What you want to do in Prattville is you want to be on this side of town. Like, there's a historic downtown here, right? Here's downtown Prattville, right? Where the beautiful stuff is at. Where you want to be is like around McQueen. It gets really nice. And Old Farm Road. You want to be on the east side of Prattville. All this here on the east side, you can tell it's all like shopping centers and new houses. That's near the Applebee's and all that. That's where you want to be, and.
Okay, there are decent hotels in the Aniston area.
Yeah.
Aniston
I went to college in Fort McLean Military Base. I had Soldier State Trooper School. Yeah, so I guess they closed the military base, so the town went to crap. Which could happen here. I mean, this area there's so many military people here. The good thing is a lot of them are retired. So, anyways, if you're looking at Prattville, like here's Prattville, you want to live like in here. Whoa, sorry. You want to live inside of this circle, right here. This is the area you want to live in Prattville. This is the older side of the city where a lot of like the long-time residents are. So you don't want to be in there. You want to live like in there. This is all people from other states and suburban area, beautiful new communities and stuff. So I'll show you. Let me just drop it in here. This is the area you want to live in. If you end up in Prattville, you want to end up in here. Prattville is a clean city. You'll like it. I mean, it's got new housing on this side. We do all of our shopping in Prattville. Everything that we do, we're doing in Prattville. We have a Millbrook address, but we do everything in Prattville. There's apartments too. Like these apartments right here seem really nice. And a lot of people that live in these apartments are military people. So that people that work and stuff. So here's they got palm trees and everything on some of these apartments right here. They're real clean new apartments. They got palm trees outside and everything. So yeah, Prattville's nice. You got the Lowe's. You got all the shopping you could ever want. Yeah, there's a Publix here. I'll find it for you. It's right here. There's a Walmart. There's a Publix right there. They have a Publix. So you even have a Publix. Any place that's got a Publix. I mean, I'll give you guys like a little clue. If an area has a Publix in Alabama or Florida, it's nice. So yeah, there's a Publix. I mean, they got a Publix supermarket. So anything that's got the best subs, yeah. Yeah, so there is a Publix here, and we get our bread from Publix. Oh, I haven't even touched this tea yet. So yeah, Prattville's not bad at all. Where it is a little rough is this area here. Like, here's the historic center of town. Like this is way west end of town. This is like where the gin factory is, right? So this is downtown. This little area is just to the south of downtown. In fact, there's even public housing in there. This little area here is a little rough. And then anything on the south, like this down here on the south side of Prattville, this is pretty. There's some really rough spots on here. Like there's trailer parks and stuff. So don't end up on the south side of Prattville. and don't end up out here. This area out here is rough, so end up when you look at Prattville, you can see that road that does a loop. You want to end up on the east side. You can tell all this on the east side. See this circle right here? You want to end up inside of that circle. That's where you want to end up in there. Um, you might find nice neighborhoods in here as well through there, but it's hit or miss. So if you're not familiar with the area, you're better off going with the newer. And in here, it's a little bit rough along 82. And by the time you get out like in the woods and stuff, by the time you get to like out here, there are nice houses out there, and like this is nice right here. What price is in that circle? They're really reasonable. Like you can get a house in there for 220. I mean, like a palace for 220. I'll show you now in a minute. And there are nice areas. Like this is nice right here. This is beautiful, and it is on the east side, on the west side of Prattville. But there are some really rough spots just outside of city limits. So once you're a little bit outside of city limits, you gotta be really careful because there are some neighborhoods that are nice, and there's some that are kind of really trash. Like this is nice in here. You can tell just by looking at the houses. They got big, giant pools and everything. We'll look at the real estate real quick here in Prattville. I can't believe we're able to hold this live stream. So yeah, there's big, clean, nice neighborhoods as well. Really, there's nice neighborhoods all over Prattville, but in general, the area where you want to be most careful with is on the south side of Prattville. These little trailer parks, and like I said, they're building new communities in there too. Like, look at this. This is on the south side of Prattville. You can tell this is nice. So it's not like a rule of thumb, but in general, and besides, it's where all the you want to be near the Starbucks, near the Publix, and all that. I think out here you're a little bit further from all that. But yeah, there is nice stuff on the south side of Prattville too. But yeah, overall, Prattville is good. Huntersville is better and has way more jobs. Yeah, Huntsville. Sorry, not Huntersville. What the hell? Huntsville is a lot better. Prattville is probably a little bit more. I don't know. Prattville ain't bad. I mean, the people are better in Prattville. I think. I think they're less. They're a little bit more country here, so I like that. I like Prattville. Most people that live in Millbrook, where I live in Millbrook, they don't like Prattville. They consider Prattville people to be like uptighty city people. But I like Prattville a lot. It's kind of like the wealthiest people. Like when you look at the Montgomery area, like probably the east side of Montgomery is probably really nice too. I think where we really need to be is on the east side of Montgomery Bay. I don't know anymore where we need to be. But now and like what's nice about Alabama is let's look at Prattville. Let's see what's going on in Prattville. What's really nice about our move to Alabama is like, let's say I don't like Millbrook right now where I'm at. If I wanted to move to Prattville, I could. If I wanted, like, I can move. Like, I can actually do that. Where we were at in Florida, we had no options. We couldn't move anywhere. There's not too much left in Prattville. Everything's sold pretty much. Unbelievable. Are you seeing this? Babe, there's like nothing left in Prattville right now.
Yeah.
Nothing left in Prattville. Nothing. Baby, we should put our house on the market. There's like nothing left in Prattville.
Yeah, we could.
There's one house left in Prattville.
Okay.
You know what that means, right?
Yeah.
If we put our house on the market, we'll get whatever we want.
Let's talk about this off live stream.
Dude. Look at this. A 4-bedroom, 2-bath. It looks like an old house, too. Yeah, it's from the 70s. And it's going for 160. It's the only house on the market in Prattville right now. That's clean right there. Woohoo. I don't like it. I probably would I trade our house for this? Maybe.
We could just rent for a while.
I think we should just rent. I think we should sell our house and rent for a while. I don't think we'll get outpriced. And if we do, we'll just move somewhere cheaper. There's always somewhere cheaper.
Yeah.
I think what we need to do is move around a lot.
Yeah.
You could rent your house. We could, but they'd probably destroy it.
Yeah, here we can't.
Yeah, we could, around here, they'd probably destroy this house. People here are a bunch of savages, man. These people are on. They would destroy the house. People here are. It's even got a pool. It's got a pool, and it's only 160. It's the last house left in Prattville. That is insane. So if we put our house on the market right now, we could probably get whatever we wanted for it.
Yeah.
Dude, that is insane. Nothing left in Prattville. One single house. You would get hit with a short-term property tax. So yeah, I would get hit with a tax. No, I want fried chicken. Haha. What? Nothing left in Prattville. That's insane. It's all new houses. You gotta be kidding me. Here's a few. Huh. They're new ones though. They just hit the market. New construction. New construction. New construction. Let's find a reason. Here's one for 140. It's right in the center of town. 3 bedroom, 2 bath, 1,400 square foot on a big lot. Must be dinner time. Yep. You can get this house in Montgomery for like half that price. This looks exactly like the house we wanted to buy in Montgomery. Exactly. It might be like the same exact floor plan too. Yeah. This looks exactly like the house we almost bought. Time to buy a lot and build a home on and sell it and make 100,000. It might be a good time to make a new construction. I don't know.
Yeah, I really want.
Oh my gosh, it's even got the same outdated kitchen. I think this is like an exact copy of the house we're looking at in Montgomery.
Wow.
It's exactly the same house.
You saved it?
Yeah, it's in Prattville. And it's going for 140.
I'll look at Prattville.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, even the bathroom's the same. Yeah, this is an exact copy of the house we almost bought in.
It's 140?
Yeah.
Exactly 140?
I'll save it for you. Hold on.
321 Shadow?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm looking at it.
It is exactly the same house we almost bought in Montgomery.
Oh my gosh, I love it.
Remember the house we almost bought in Montgomery?
Yeah, I really like this.
It's exactly like the same exact layout. Even the bathroom's the same. Yeah, it is.
The kitchen's different.
No, it's not. Look at the kitchen. It's got that same square thing with the... It's even got that little porch on the side. It's very... It's just... It was probably the same builder. And it's the same age, roughly, ain't it?
It is completely different inside.
No, it's not. What are you talking about, dude? Look at the bathrooms.
The bathroom is similar.
Look at the kitchen. See the little...
The kitchen was an L.
You see the stove and the way it's laid out? It's not identical, but it's very similar. Even the roof line and everything. You see the roof line on the outside?
Yeah.
Windows, doors, everything.
I would not want a roof that is shingle, though.
No. But it's very similar to the house we bought. We did. We signed the papers, and then I looked at the roof. I was like, dude, I don't like this house. And he's like, I'll show you some more. Dude, nothing left in Pratt. Let's see if there's anything left in Millbrook.
There's one I really like in Pratt.
It wouldn't be a bad idea to. I mean, for already, we would get hit with a really heavy tax bill. So, thing if we sold right now, we would get hit with a really heavy tax bill. But the profit might actually be worth paying the taxes on it. I'm not sure. What do you think, baby?
We'd have to look into it with the financial advisor.
Yeah, we'd have to see if it's worth the tax bill.
Yeah.
We might be in a really good profit already.
Call our friend and see what it would be.
Here's a 3-2 in Millbrook for it looks really nice for 125.
Okay.
It's
Yeah.
it's close to our neighborhood.
That is the house I love. Look at the inside.
The little one?
Yeah.
No yard at all. On Ridgeview?
Yeah.
Go figure.
Oh my gosh, I love this house.
It has no yard at all.
Yeah. That's the problem with it.
I like having a yard. Oh, it's gorgeous on the inside,
I
but
love it.
it is.
It's what I've always wanted in a house. And the bathroom is what I want.
But I don't know. I like having a yard.
You see, it does have a yard where you could...
The house is gorgeous.
It's just smaller.
The house is gorgeous. There's no doubt about it.
If you look to the side on the thing, you'll see it has like an entrance.
Yeah, but we need a yard. I could not imagine. Like, you imagine being in a lockdown. Like, let's say, like, if COVID got really bad.
Yeah.
And actually, the kitchen looks very similar to our kitchen.
Yeah.
Kind of.
There's one, like, right in our neighborhood that I like.
It's very similar to our kitchen.
For...
Oh, baby, look at the color. That's the color we want to paint. That's the exact same color we bought. Oh my gosh, the kitchen is so identical to ours. It's scary. Yeah, can you imagine like being in a lockdown and like not being able to leave your house? And it's pretty, but that's all you got.
Mm-hmm.
Look how little the
Well,
yard
I
is.
enjoy the bathtub.
It's got like no yard at all.
Mm-hmm.
It's got this tiny little yard. It has some type of yard, but it's
Yeah.
very small. How much is it?
125.
125.
There's one on Boxwood that looks really nice.
3 bedroom, 2 baths, 1,200 square foot. What year was it built in?
Oh, wow.
2004. Huh. Our house is almost comparable to this, except for this is block, but then it doesn't have a yard.
There's
I don't
one
know.
I really like.
I'm not sure. There's not too much left in Millbrook either. This one's for 225.
Mm-hmm.
It's got 4 bedroom, 2 bath, 2,000 square foot, or almost half an acre.
Have you looked at the one on Meadow Oaks
Not yet.
for 170? It does have a backyard.
For the price, I think it needs to. A house that's
It's got a
225.
backyard, a fire pit,
What's that at?
sheds, Meadow Oaks Court.
Let me see. Let me
It's 170.
to get rid of all these new constructions. Will you get into racing pages in the future? I probably won't do racing pages anymore. It's a very time consuming and money consuming hobby. I have maybe when I get older and retire or something. But at the stage in life that I'm in right now, I don't see me doing pigeon racing.
The kitchen is completely remodeled.
And by the way, if you guys don't know, I have a pigeon racing YouTube channel. It's it is the largest pigeon racing YouTube channel on the internet. It's called Racing Pigeon Club, and I have like 45,000 subscribers. But I barely upload to that channel anymore. So that's my other channel. It's got 45,000 subscribers. But I don't really make a lot of money off this channel. So I got this channel here, the Racing Pigeon Club. As you can see, the last 3 videos are just me telling people I moved to Alabama and stuff. Popular video on that channel has like 2 million views. Right here has 2 million views. Popular YouTube video ever. It's got 2.4 million views. Wow. Isn't that crazy?
Yeah.
My most popular YouTube video has 2.4 million views. That's crazy. And I made the beat. In fact, I'll turn up the music. I can't hear it. I have it muted here. This is my most popular YouTube video. It's got 2.4 million views. That's pigeon racing. That's how I started off on YouTube. This video I uploaded in 2014. When I cannot get pigeons to enjoy the backyard. Yeah, pigeons are a lot of fun. Racing pigeons are a lot of fun. It's a nice hobby for somebody retired. I have too many obligations. I really can't invest my time into a hobby that's that expensive. If I was wealthy and really well off, I would do it. But for a regular working class person, it's a very expensive hobby. It's a nice hobby for somebody who's retired already, you know?
I found a house I like one time.
It's a very nice hobby. You just nice one time ago?
Yeah.
I miss pigeons. I love pigeons. They're so cool. They're amazing animals, but I don't think I could afford the time and the money it takes to do it anymore. Like, you know, and also like the politics of that sport really suck. Like, they should have given me they have a Hall of Fame for that sport. And by having the largest YouTube channel on that subject, like, they should have given me, like, I interviewed people, like, I've interviewed legends of that sport, man. Like, I've done so much for that sport. And they have an AU Publicity Award, which is, it's an award that they give to somebody who does publicity for the sport. I was the biggest, and I still am. There's still no other channel that even remotely comes close to what this channel is. The Racing Pigeon Club. No other YouTube channel, nobody has done more publicity for the pigeon racing sport than I did. And they never gave me the publicity award because they didn't like my politicking. Like, they're not really, let me see the most popular videos. Anyways, I quit the sport because, you know, like, here I am doing so much for the sport. And the sport did, like, pretty much nothing for me. This is my buddy Joe Richer. He's from New York. This is one of my New York buddies right here. Got a Ford Mustang commercial. He's from New York. I interviewed him. There's his pigeons. Hey, we're here in Cape Coral, Joe Ritchie, he's my good friend from New York. He's from upstate New York. One of the coolest dudes I ever met, man. He's from upstate New York. My buddy from upstate New York. Good guy, man. Now I want fried pigeon. Pigeon clubs can be the biggest enemy of the pigeon hobby. They sure can, man. Like, I did so much for the pigeon racing sport, and like no support, no love at all. Here's me feeding. Oh my gosh, I wish I could do that right now. Hand feeding my friend's pigeons. Look at that. I love pigeons, man. Just watching this brings back so many memories.
Thank you, Regardless.
We get super chatted or something?
No, they subscribed to my
Oh, they're subscribed to your channel?
Yeah.
Who
You
did?
showed your channels. They went in and did it.
Oh, okay, they won the channel.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought we got a super chat. We ain't got a super chat in a while.
Yeah.
They don't love us like they used to no more. I've been bragging too much. I took pesado. So yeah, I miss having pigeons. I'm not gonna lie. I mean, it's a nice hobby, but it's like all good things. Like all good things. You know, like all good things. It takes money. Like these birds are like some of these pigeons. Like I've had one of the guys that I interviewed. He had a $40,000 pigeon. The most expensive pigeon that I was able to hold was a $40,000 pigeon. That is a lot of money for a pigeon. You know? So actually I did interview another guy here in Alabama. I'll show you guys the first time I came, since we're looking at this, I'll show you guys the first time I came to Alabama. Let me see if I can find the Alabama video. This was the first, thanks to pigeon racing, I ended up coming to Alabama the first time. Let me see if I can find the Alabama video. The documentary. Here we go. So this is the first time that I came to Alabama. This guy passed away already. This guy was like the living legend of the sport. Like this guy right here was the most famous pigeon racer in the United States, and I got to interview him. I did this documentary video right here in 2016, and he led the documentary. Like he actually, he actually back then my video quality was better than it is now. Because I figured out that on YouTube, it's not about how good the quality of the video is. It's about how much content you can push out. But anyways, this guy, the legend of pigeon racing, introduced my documentary. Yeah, it's a really good documentary, and I definitely recommend that you watch it. If you want to watch a really interesting documentary about Florida, by the way, this was filmed in Spring Hill, Florida, for the most part. And some parts were filmed in Louisiana, and other parts were filmed in Alabama. So I definitely recommend, if you want to watch an interesting documentary, this right here, American Pigeon Racing documentary film. Another guy shoots squirrels because I keep messing up his yard in Gainesville. So let me see if I can find the Alabama section. Here's in Georgia. I interviewed this guy in Georgia. So, I used to make money off my roosters, and I want to make money off pigeons. Here's the first time I came to Alabama. Right about here. Okay? So, I went from Georgia to Alabama to Louisiana. This was a really amazing documentary. I went to like 4 different states to make this documentary. This was the first time that I came to Alabama. I'll show you real quick. It's about to come into the Alabama part. So, when I did this documentary, in 2016, in April 2016, I did this documentary. And, oh, that's horrible. If you've eaten Chinese food, you've eaten pigeon. I hope you're lying, man. Oh, that's horrible. Oh, that sounds bad. So, anyways, this is still in Georgia. I'll switch over to the Alabama section right here real quick. So, here we are in Alabama. So, now we're in Alabama. Are we in Georgia or Alabama? Hold on, I'll tell you guys here in a minute. Okay, so this is the section right here. So this is the first time, April 2016. This is the first time that I came to Alabama, and thanks to this guy bringing me to Alabama, I fell in love with Alabama. So when I was doing that documentary, I went to Louisiana, Alabama, and Georgia, and Spring Hill, Florida for this documentary. And this is the guy that introduced me to Alabama. He had 200. Now he lives in the Blue Ridge Mountains, he's in the Blue Ridge Mountains now. But this guy here, he's a master dog trainer. So this guy is one of the best. You'll see the video. I'll show you real quick.
You're at Harvard. You're at Marengo Creek Farms, in Opelika,
Opelika, Alabama.
we're glad you're here. My grandfather,
So I'll show you guys this clip.
and he had a lot of
Chinese people eat pigeons and rats and stuff. What are y'all saying? The truth about the Chinese food, they use dog and rats as well. Stopped eating Chinese food years ago. Made my own now. I don't know about that.
I enjoyed breeding a lot. I was trying to.
So this guy here, he brought me to Alabama, and look at his dogs, man. This guy is a world-renowned dog. We got a fly in the house. World-renowned dog trainer as well, other than pigeon breeder. And he's a fantastic pigeon breeder, but he's also a dog trainer, renowned. I mean, one of the best in the world. You'll see what he does with his dogs here in a minute. But anyways, yeah, that's the first time I came to Alabama and saw this area. And we stayed in Auburn, and I fell in love with Auburn. I like Auburn. It's a really nice city. It's as expensive as Naples, though. Watch what he does with his dogs here. That's what I want to show you the dogs. That's really what I'm trying to show you guys. Look what he does with his dogs, man. Isn't this incredible? Watch this.
They look like the sheep are trained, but they're not.
Watch this.
They wouldn't be coming over here without the dog.
Watch this.
It all depends on where the dog goes as to where the sheep are going to go. If he puts pressure on them, he's not allowed to bite them. He's not allowed to bark at them. He just has to put pressure on them.
Isn't that
with his
cool?
eyes and his presence.
This guy's a renowned animal trainer, like world-renowned animal trainer, one of the best in the world. Yeah.
He's coming right there.
Watch. The dog knows left, right, come, bring three, bring two. Watch. It's incredible. He'll tell the dog, bring three of them. The dog will bring three of them. Bring two, the dog brings two. It's crazy. The dog knows left, right, close, far, bring one, bring two. The dog, it's incredible. I don't even know how this guy can do it, man.
500 sheep.
Yeah. Awesome. So this is a hobby that's existed since prehistoric times, I guess.
You can only clock two birds.
Yeah.
Wow.
So,
And then
and then we did some videos in Spring Hill as well. But anyways, yeah, the guy's like a world-renowned animal trainer, and he invited me up here to interview him. And I'll tell you what, when I saw in that trip, I got to see rural Alabama. I just fell in love with it. They make a pie called shepherd's pie. Oh, Katie makes a good shepherd's pie. Have you done a video for your shepherd's pie yet, baby?
Yeah.
I think we did a video for shepherd's pie. Yeah, I think Katie's cooking channel. There's Katie's cooking channel, by the way. I'm gonna advertise her as well. Yeah, we're big on YouTube. I mean, we gotta have a lot of different channels to see what. Katie, why have your last few videos just been your face?
I don't know.
You don't want to do that. The last 3 videos you've uploaded is just your face. Show what you're cooking for a good cover photo. Like, nobody's gonna click on your face. You're not that pretty.
Watch yourself.
You're not a supermodel here.
Yeah.
So when you just these cover photos, so it's just your face.
Yeah, I'm gonna be doing.
Redo your cover photos for these 3 videos, okay?
Yeah.
Now, you can have 1 or 2 where you can tell you're cooking, but you can't. It's just somebody's face.
Yeah.
Nobody's gonna click on that. You're trying to look like that Sarah lady or something. So where's your shepherd's pie video?
It's down.
Wait, here it is, shepherd's pie. Dude, your channel, you have 1 video that's gotten 1,000 views, and that's it. The one we did with Dad. And that's because I really helped you promote it. Your channel's going nowhere. Your Amish style video is up to 480. But that's a shepherd's pie right there, man. You got 54 likes on your Amish, your shepherd's pie. But that's the one that I edited for you, though. They liked how I did it for you. Look. That's the video that I did for you that was really clean and real well made. You're going to have to start hiring me to make your videos again, Katie. Your video quality's gone to garbage ever since you started doing your own videos.
Hiring you, I thought you...
Look how nice, well, you haven't picked it up yet. Look how nice this video was. You got 54 likes on this video. The one I did for you got 54 likes, 0 dislikes. It didn't get all that many views.
I don't think I've gotten a dislike on this channel.
And just about every single comment is my subscribers that you stole from me.
So?
Yeah, you stole my subscribers. They're gonna put me to sleep outside in the cold tonight. No, I gotta be hard on her because she's gotta. If she wants to be successful on YouTube, you have to do things the right way. You know what I mean? Like you have to do the things like all these last 3 videos. Like your last video, Katie, you got 19 likes, 1 dislike, 100 views. You got a lot of comments on it somehow, and mostly it's me and you. And it's every single you haven't picked up. You got 1 unique subscriber. Every one of these, just about almost every one of these people are people you pirated off my channel. So you haven't really tried to grow your channel. You haven't done anything to it. You know? You kind of quit on it. You need to grow your channel.
Yeah.
Because remember, once you get your real estate license,
Yeah.
I won't be able to even mention you. Oh, I missed that pineapple salad. I wish we could do that today. I wonder if we... The sun came out. Let's go outside. The sun came out.
I could.
The sun came out, guys. The sun came out. Yay, it's sunny. But it's probably cold. Huh, it's actually not that cold at all. My gosh, it feels great out here. Oh, it feels good out here. The sun came out, and it feels good. It feels amazing out here. Oh, it's not cold like earlier. It was supposed to get colder throughout the day. I guess since it's not as windy. Look how pretty it is out here, baby. Your grass is nice and green. Yeah, it's my winter grass. Most of the grass died. Like, see here, it died. The grass died. What?
Got my
Foot stuck in the thing?
no, my skirt.
So actually, let me just show you guys my winter grass. I need to get up in here with the leaf blower and blow off all the leaves. This is my winter grass that I put down. Oh, it's so soft and velvety. It feels so good. Ooh, it is cold though. It is cold. Well, when that wind blows, it is cold when that wind blows.
Jose.
Huh?
I want to ask the people a question.
No, you can't. I want to ask you a question. Woman, what's for dinner? We're down to 18 people. They don't like me right now. Ooh, it's pretty out here.
You want me to do another sit-down video like I did at first?
I don't know. You got to ask them on your own channel.
I can't.
Too bad. You got to pay me. Okay, we're a little better. Yeah, I'm going to have to charge you. My gosh, it's beautiful out here. Look at this. My winter grass is growing in. Now, the oak trees, they're still trying to grow back. I cut them all down, and they're all trying to grow back. Oh, no. Oh, when that wind blows. Oh, snap. When that wind blows, it is cold. When that wind blows. This is a tree that almost fell on my house. Right there. That's a tree that just about almost fell on the house. I had to cut it. And so you can see how like the roots lifted up off the ground and everything. So eventually I'm going to have to cut this tree out of there. I want extra hot and spicy buffalo wings with a side of hot sauce. I don't know what we're going to get for dinner today. I gotta decide what we're going to do for dinner. I might just go into town and get something. It's nice and sunny. You want to go into town and get something?
We could. I was going to ask you if you wanted me to make like chicken soup.
No, I'm not going to have chicken soup. So this is the top of my hill. Take us with you to town. They want us to go to town and get something to eat. I don't know what I want. Well, my new diet, even going out to town ain't fun. It's not like I'm getting to eat what I want. I got to burn this pile right here. But I'm probably going to put it, it's up on top of the mountain. I got to drag all these. I was going to burn it right here. But it's too windy and it all got wet. So I might just drag all those trees down to the bottom of the mountain so I can burn it down there. But this is a little pile that I was going to burn. And then I put winter grass all through here. Problem is that the winter grass kind of got buried underneath all the leaves that fell. So if I were to kind of like put in the leaf blower through here, there's actually really nice grass underneath all this stuff. It's just, I made a little trail of grass all the way up to here. And it was nice and green, but it's gotten to the point where pretty much all the leaves have fallen. I'm going to have to get up in here with the leaf blower and just blow all these leaves off the mountain so that my grass doesn't die. But I haven't done anything back here. I've been so busy traveling lately that I was on top of this yard for a while. But then I started traveling again for the YouTube channel. It is cold as crap up on this hill. Say what? Oh, it's freezing cold. I got to get back in the house, y'all. But look how beautiful. There's still a little bit of fall color left. Where's the lake? Oh, I'll show you guys the lake. It's right, and I don't like to put my camera direct at my neighbor's house because they're not really cool like that. But I'll show you guys the lake that you can see from. Oh, I got a spider on my eyeball. So this is all my property up here as well. You can see the lake right there. See right there? That's the lake right there. You can see it more clear from that way, but this is all my property here. That's a poison ivy right there. But yeah, the lake is right there. You can just about see the lake. Right there's the lake. You can see it better from over that way. I just don't want to point the camera directly at my neighbor's house. It's just to be respectful. There's a lot of reds up that way. A lot of reds up here, and still a lot of fall color up that way. A lot of yellows, reds, deep yellows. Right about here, we get kind of on the property line. This is all still mine up here. See the little yellows and reds. Let me see if I can show you guys. And that big tree is mine right there. I've got one big tree right on the property. We're right on the property line right now. That big tree is mine right there. And on that way, that's the neighbor's property. So you can see the lake a little bit better from up here. Let me see if I can see to give you guys a better view of the lake. And I'm gonna guess, there's poison ivy all through here, so it's not the best look to be out here right now. That's why I'm just recovering from the poison ivy. And I guess you can kind of see the creek from here. You'll be able, a little bit longer, and we'll be able to see the creek from up here. But I'll show you guys the lake. Let me see if I can get over there. Watch out for black widow spiders. Yeah, there's a lot of black. I haven't seen a black widow yet. Katie thinks she saw a black widow, but she didn't really see one. She thinks she saw a black widow. She thinks she sees a lot of things. But actually, the lake, the best view is from over here. Yeah, right around here. Let me see if I can do this without showing my neighbor's house too much. That's the lake right there, right behind the neighbor's house. That's the lake right there. So you can just make out the lake. You can just make out the lake. It is cold. It was nice to see the sun come out for that one brief little second there. And then I got my winter grass growing over here. Lots more signal. We really weren't able to live stream from the property in the summer. Now I guess it's thinned out so much that there's better signal. I'll show you guys some of my palm trees. And then I think I'm going to end the live stream. I'll show you guys my palm trees here. Here's one of my palm trees. Right there. There's one of my palm trees. And you can see the winter grass that this is fresh winter grass. I mean, this grass just now sprouted. Brand new winter grass. That's one of my palm trees. I don't want to show too much of the house, but here's another one of my palm trees. And then there's another palm tree here. And another one. And another one. And I know I'm not showing you guys anything. I'm trying to keep the camera down. I'll show you guys one more thing up here before I switch the camera back. I'm not trying to show where I'm at. We got way too many creepy people on the internet to be showing where I live. Too much of where I live. But I'll show you guys something here. I got... Ooh, okay. I got a big pile. I got a big pile here of that stuff I got to burn. And then I got this aluminum door here, which I should probably move it away from the burn pile. But this is going to be good stuff to burn. Once this dies, it's still kind of green. Once this is nice and dry, I can burn all that. I'll make a nice fire pit for us. And then I got these two lawnmowers. Yeah, I want to sell the door. It's aluminum. I got it in Montgomery. I want to sell that door, so that's why it's here. And then I got these two tractors I got to sell too. These are things I got to sell. I got these two tractors. And recently I picked up a bunch of garbage cans. Look at all these garbage cans I got here. Hundreds of garbage cans. There's like all that junk. So yeah, I do got a lot of junk out here. So yeah, it's cold as crap. Like really, definitely cold. I used to have a bunch of scrap metal here, but I've already, for the most part, I've sold most of the scrap metal that I had here last week. I got almost $300 for the scrap metal I had here. New fence, yeah, I put up a new fence because, you know, privacy and all that. So I got a new fence put up. I put up a fence so I wouldn't have to see the neighbors, and eventually the other neighbor is gonna get a fence too. So eventually I got to put up a fence on the other side, on the other neighbor's gonna get a fence too. I got the money now, but I ain't gonna put up a fence. It is way too cold to be digging holes and stuff right now, because putting up a fence is a lot of work. So I ain't doing that in this cold weather. I'm gonna start a fire pit, but all the wood's up on the hill, and I can't work in this cold weather. If I work in this cold weather, I'm gonna get pneumonia. I remember I'm still a Florida boy. This is a little outside of my comfort zone. I brought this. Here's my fire pit in the back. I got a fire pit in the front and one in the back. That box that's just right over here. I'm gonna burn that box eventually. So this is the backyard fire pit, and in this fire pit, I threw a mattress in it, and that's what's left over. Now that metal, I'll take it to the scrap yard. When I take a scrap metal load and I'll sell it. So, but when I lived back in Florida, I could never burn a mattress in my backyard. They would arrest me for that. Now that I live out here, when I get a mattress, I just burn it. Instead of taking it to landfill, I burn it. And then the scrap metal that's left, I sell it. So, and by the way, it is fun. Mattresses burn really high. If you've never burned a mattress, the flames will go up like 50 feet in the air sometimes. It's insane. Here's that coffee machine Katie wanted. That's what's pretty much left of the coffee machine. Kind of went right through it, really. Be surprised how much power that little Winchester has. But yeah, this is what we do for fun out here. As you can tell, all types of different sizes. And then there's a little thing that I was shooting at. I don't know where it landed. There's a little metal thing. Let me see if I can find it. I don't know. I was shooting at it earlier. Where it went? It probably landed. Oh, here it is. Here it is. So, that's what we do for fun out here. I hit it. I don't know where. I guess I must have hit it on the side or something, because these are all old. Oh, there it is. I hit it on the edge right there. So I just nailed it right on the edge. That's where I hit it. So what I do is I'll put it right here. It's a hard shot to make from over there, but I'll hit it. It's a hard shot to make from the house, but I'll hit it. So this is what I've been up to lately. And a lot of these, it looks like I missed a lot of these. But since I can't tell where the shots are, for a while I started going at this corner, because I could see where this is from a washing machine. I could see where the holes were coming in. So like next, I'll probably start shooting like in here, because from far away I can tell if I hit it or not. So I'm going to bust off a few rounds. It's getting cold out here. First I'm going to try to hit that, and then I'm going to try to hit right in the center of that. So that's why like the shots are all over. They're pretty accurate, really. But like sometimes I'll try to hit the corner of that. Or actually, let's flip it around at this point. Well, no, there's more shots on the bottom, so I'll leave it like that. Might put it sideways. Let's put it sideways so when I shoot at it, I can start shooting at new areas, Let's put it like that, and then let's put this right there. Or we can put it right here, too. There we go. There we go. So I'll start shooting in the center, like there and there. That's why the shots are all over, because I want to see if I hit my spot. So anyways, guys, checking out from Alabama. We could see snow later on today. It is cold as crap, and it's getting windy, so I'm going to check out. I hope you guys have a beautiful day. I'll give you guys 30 seconds to say goodbyes. Squab, the correct word for pigeon meat, is delicious. Never had a pigeon. They're a lot of work. So I hope you guys have a beautiful day wherever you're watching from. And if it snows later, I'll let you guys know. I'll definitely record it if we get snow, all right? I'm going to let you guys go before I freeze to death.